My phone's ringing. Yep. Same. Yep. Goes perfect with that. I have that as well. What? Man, that doesn't really have to. I mean, I don't have to get that. Hmm. I could get that. No. Fuck. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetie? I'm doing good. Just debating on whether or not I'm gonna buy something. I'm so bad. I have a weakness for buying things. Like I don't need no more freaking clothes. But like when it's on sale, it's like sometimes you see things you want, but you're like, oh hell no, I'm not paying all that money. And then when like the end of winter's coming and you see the stuff for like half off, you're like, what? There's no way this shit costs this little. So I'm like, yeah, I better get this shit now. And then I'm like, nah, Mark, you don't need it. You just want it. Then I'm like, you know what? Man, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. And then I'm like, well, then I look at the basket, and then I look at the checkout, and I'm like, you don't need that. That goes nice with that, but you don't need that shit. No, you don't need that either. Man, you know what, man? Fuck it. I tried to check out 3 times on this site, and it won't let me. I think that's trying to tell me like, don't get it. What you think? Hey Dan, how you doing? It's like I know I shouldn't get it, and I'm like, nah, let me get it. Like, and then I'm like, I just tried to like, I just tried to check out, but I think it's the browser, like, cause I've been using Firefox lately because the stupid like Google's acting crazy lately. It's like it keeps signing me out, right? So I'm like, you know what? Fuck Google. I'm gonna go to Firefox. And ever since I've been using Firefox on YouTube, it's actually been better. Oh, cool. Gonzalez, are they winning? You like basketball a lot, Dan? Like, what's your NBA team? Do you have a NBA team? Oh, nice. My boy came. My one of my players I really like a lot came from Gonzaga. Kelly Olynyk. Played for the Celtics. He was a guy I always liked. He moved my Sonics. Oh yeah, I used to like Seattle Sonics. They're pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, shit, my bad. Zaga, right? Yeah, was he a yeah. Kelly was a was he's from Gonzala, right? Yeah, Kelly Olynyk. I think he was from Gonzala, if I'm right. When he came to the Celtics, I was happy. I was like, yeah, this guy's good. He played for a couple years and then they got rid of him. He's been all over the league now. Now he's with Toronto back at his hometown. So I'm happy for him. My Celtics are still first place, so nobody could talk shit to me about Celtics. It's nice. When my team is in first, everybody stays quiet. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing tomorrow. Fuck that shit. Like, that's right. My team's in first. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, yeah. My older sister has plantar fasciitis or what the fuck that shit's called. And Virgo, are your boys playing baseball this year? Has it hasn't started yet, right? Opening day is coming up. Oh, your oldest is? Oh, cool. I can't wait for baseball to start. I've been watching some of the games. I've been watching some Red Sox games. I saw this girl today at the grocery store. She had her Boston Red Sox hat, like mine, but like the original one with the red thing. I had this, and she looked at me. She double taked, and I was like, "We go for the same team." Hey, baby. I never seen her before. I go to that grocery store all the time, and I saw this chick with a Red Sox hat, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if she likes the Red Sox." And she looked at me, and then she looked at me again. Then I followed her around the store to see, if I can get a better look. And then she could see she was in a rush. She was like walking really fast all over the place. She looked paranoid. I was like, let me leave this girl in before she just. I was gonna say, hey, do you like the Red Sox? I see you got the hat on. She either would have said, no, I just wear the hat. Get away from me, you perv. I'm like, look, sweetheart, I'm just asking you a question. Do you like the Red Sox or not? Because I see you wearing the hat. You're just wearing the hat just to wear it. It's cool. I didn't want her to think that I was some perv looking, waiting for her and shit, looking at her. Get away from me, you perv. Go away. There's like so many good sales. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go. If she knew Ted Williams' lifetime batted average, and she quizzed me, I wouldn't even know that shit. I know Ted Williams, but I don't know his batting average. But I would tell you, he commentates. That'd be some shit if she fucking said that shit to me. I'd be like, look, sweetheart, we can talk about more baseball together over dinner. How about dinner tonight? Or how about dinner tomorrow? She'd be like, no. I don't know if she sounds like that. She'd be like, look, I don't like the Red Sox, okay? Just fuck off and leave me alone. I'm trying to do my groceries. I'm like, all right, sweetheart, I hope you fall on your face. You're an asshole. She probably throw a loaf of bread at me or something. I'm like, look, bitch, I just asked you a question, right? You gotta be all rude, yeah? She's like, who told you? Told me you, biatch. She ended up calling the manager or something. Manager, this guy is a perv. He's been watching me all over the place. Can you please tell him to get away from me? Look, sweetheart, I don't like you like that. It's cool. Just leave me alone. Oh my god. It must be this website. The website must be fucked up or something. Every time I try to like check out or like go to the card or whatever, and like it acts dumb. I don't get it. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if it doesn't go through, then I know it's not meant for me to have this shit. It's really not meant for me to have. Probably gonna be like, look, Mark, you don't need this shit, bro. Don't worry about it. What's the good word, Virgo? Anything new? Did you see you know who? Looking at your choo choo? Must be driving himself crazy. Must be like, Pop, I need some work. I need to say something to Must be driving himself nuts. Oh man. Fuck. This thing, I don't know why, but this thing just keeps signing me out. Like, I don't understand it. Sign in. Needs access to energy. Use and, no, I don't want that shit. Let me see something here. Um, let me see if that works. Might work. Yes, he literally stares right into my eyes every time he gets a chance. Of course. He knows what time it is. That shit must be eating him alive. He must be like, damn it, man. She won't speak to me. I hope she doesn't have another guy. Please. My phone ringing, yep. These bitches hate me, yep. Mm. Do you still have him on Facebook and stuff? You can see all your posts and shit. If you still have him on Facebook, he must be like, man, let me see if she's got somebody else. Let me see if she's taking somebody else or somebody wants her. Let me see who shit she's liking. Let me see who's liking her shit. Oh, this guy Mark. This guy Mark's liking her pictures. Fuck. Let me get back to her before this guy Mark takes her. Oh, finally, it went through. It's meant to be. It finally went through. Holy shit. It worked. Oh, fucking time. I tried like a minute. I said I'm gonna try it one more time and see if it works. But see, it was the browser because I changed back to Google, to Chrome, and it worked one time. That's why probably what it was then. That's probably what it is. All right. So it says, blah, 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 blah. Cool. All right. I did it. It worked. Yay. It worked. It worked. Okay, cool. All right. Now back to reality. But I noticed that when I don't post, then he's going crazy because a day or two later, I'll make a post on Snap and he's the first one to look. that's the best part of it. Like you can see who looks on your shit sometimes. Like, that's why I like doing it on I don't go on Snapchat. I don't even I have an account on there, but I don't go on there. That's my nephews go on there. I go on Instagram here, Facebook, TikTok, and on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, I like posting status shit on my WhatsApp because I can see who views it. And some people who view it, I'm surprised. I'm like, why would you look at my shit? You must want something to eat or something. But hey, that's what it is. Or at least he's still looking. At least he's still watching you. And you're like, damn it. You're looking at your picture saying, what am I gonna do, man? Well, that's the thing. Sometimes, like, sometimes the opposites attract. Sometimes that happens, it's life. Sometimes I think, there's like some people that you look at and you're like, nah, that's not my type. But how many people really get their type, like, or their preference is what I call it. I call it a preference. So, because there's this chick that's like around me, right? And she's not my type at all, but she's banging, right? She's got like a really nice body. She's got like, she's really good. She's her body is really, really, you know, good for her age. She's in her late 30s. And I know her for a couple of years now. And she's single. And every time she sees me, she like, goes out of her way to speak to me. But she's weird though. It's like I get like a weird vibe off of her. And I don't see myself as somebody like her. Like she's not my type, even though she's good looking and stuff. She's just not my type. Like I just can't see myself with somebody like her. You know? And she's a little bit taller than me, so I don't really like taller women than me. I want somebody my height or shorter. Right? She's a little bit taller than me. She's probably like 3 to 4 inches taller than me, which isn't that much, but she's definitely taller. But she's like she probably slapped the shit out of me. She's like she's thick, like she works out and shit. But she's cute though. But I just can't see myself with her. Like she's not my type. But I don't think I'm her type because I've seen her with like a guy before, and I know I'm not her type. But the way she carries on is like I don't know. But yeah, I get it. Some people are attracted to people like that sometimes. Sometimes you're attracted to somebody that you don't even not your type. It's just it happens. The women I'm attracted to are all hoods, man. Fuck, it's annoying. Every woman I'm attracted to, like they're like, I'm like, fuck, this bitch is a hoe. Man, I'm tired of hoods, man. I just can't handle that. Hey, Ninja. working on my coloring book. I don't know. And there's this other, like when I go to the grocery store, there's this other little shorty. She looks like kind of Brazilian type, and she's like olive skin, and she's like short. She's probably a little bit shorter than me, and she's got like nice black long hair, and she's always working and stuff. Every time I see her, she laughs. And then one day, like we have this thing, because one day she dropped like some money. Like you heard like her change drop. She had like about maybe two or three quarters and some nickels and dimes in her hand. And she came around the corner and it fell out of her hand. And I was like, "Oh, you're throwing away money today? Oh, nice, thanks." And she starts laughing, right? Because you know me, I'm always joking around. So I picked up the money and I gave it back to her, right? And she's like, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. You know, I thought you was gonna leave it for for me for a tip or something, you know." And she was just laughing and whatnot. And ever since that day, she like sees me and she speaks to me. She's my type. She's nice. And she ain't got no ring on her finger either. But I don't know. She kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to ask nobody else. I ain't got no time for these damn women. They drive me fucking nuts. I ain't got no time. I like looking. I like window shopping. I like to see women, look at them, say hello, hi, how you doing? Friends, cool. I ain't asking nobody to fuck out. Hell no, that's just fucking headaches. I ain't got no time for that shit. I love my life. I like being cool with women. Just being friends with them and shit. They ain't gonna ruin my fucking life. Hell no. She has to be super special for me to want her like that. I need to get to know somebody before I even like. I just can't ask a woman that works at a grocery store, "Hey, you want to go out sometime?" She probably throw a fucking watermelon at me. She works in the produce section. She and I'm throwing a fucking bag of grapes at me. Get the fuck away from me. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. I got to do some research. But I don't want nobody. I'm good. Single life is the best. I ain't got to deal with nobody. Maybe one day I'll get fed up and then want somebody, but I doubt it. I don't need no damn fucking woman aggravating the shit out of me. Be talking to me every day, babe. Yes, and I can't stand women that say, babe, babe. I'm like, look, don't call me fucking babe. Yeah, my name's Mark. You understand? Okay? It's Mark. I don't want to hear that babe shit or baby. You know, you can call me whatever you want, right? But I don't want to hear all day. Don't be calling me through the house. Babe, babe, me too, babe. I'm like, babe, no fucking babes around here. It's Mark, damn it. She might grab my cucumber and say, not too shabby. Well, what I do is, if she were to grab my cucumber, I would say, here, look. I say, when she grabs it, I say, here's the pen. Just draw a line where you want me to stop. That's all. And if I go over the line, I'll just, it's my fault. That's what I tell them. Just draw a line where you want me to stop. Hey, Marley. Let me behave. Marley's here now. Women drive me fucking nuts. I can't. I don't want no damn woman. I do sometimes, but then I'm like, nah, I'm good. In this day and age, finding a decent friend, let alone like a somebody to be with for the rest of your life, is a task. You know, it's like you get to know somebody, and as soon as they start fucking sneak lying, or they do something you don't like, you're like, yep, I don't want no parts of this dumb shit. No thanks. And that's how I am. Like once I get to know somebody and then they lie to me or they disrespect me in some way or they act shady, I'm like, yep, this is why I ain't got nobody. Yep, this is why I don't want nobody around me. Yep, this is why I'm dealing with this fucking weirdo. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I know it's negative thinking, but if I don't do that, then I find myself caught up with somebody who I have to cut off because you're no longer a decent person in my eyes. So that's why, single life is the best to me. I'm good. Funny thing is, the funny thing is, the psychics have told me millions of times that I was gonna be with somebody this year, that year, this year. For the past 10 years, every year psychics always tell me, astrology always says, oh yeah, you're gonna find somebody, you're gonna be this and that and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yep, right. We'll see. I'll let you know. And then I'm like, yeah. Uh-huh. I'm like, yep, another year went by, you was wrong. That's like I said. It's not your fault. It's up to me too. I just can't be bothered. Majority of my friends are divorced. A lot of you guys on here are divorced. Dan is married and Ninja's married. You guys are our inspiration. I'm trying to think of anybody else who's married that comes in here. Or at least we got 2 married couples in here. Fuck, that's a miracle. Yeah, they got and the funny thing is Dan's married to an Aquarius and Ninja is an Aquarius. So we got out of the four of them, there's 2 Aquariuses, a Leo and a Cancer. See, Ninja's married to a Cancer, so I don't know how the fuck that works, but it's working. You know? Hey, Jessica. Oh shit! I always used to say that. I used to say, yeah. Well, at least Ninja has company now. At least Ninja has another married couple in the house. So that's good. At least Ninja felt alone. She felt like there was something wrong. Actually, that's not true either because Star comes in here and she's married. I'm trying to think of anybody else who's married that comes in here. There's a few people, but not too many. Actually, yeah, Ninja's daughter's married, so that's another couple. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, there you go. It's a couple. There's a few. We're okay. You had to get your cold wash rag that time last year. I tried one of my dad's weed gummies. Oh shit. That's one thing I don't miss. That's probably the one thing I don't miss is weed. And I can't even believe I'm saying that. I smoked weed for like over 20 years. And I now I don't miss it. I don't really care about it no more. I really don't care, you know? I really don't. I don't even care about I don't even care about alcohol either. My sister was telling me today that a girl I know that's married to a guy I know, that the girl's starting to drink now, and she drinks all the time, and she gets out of control. And I'm like, it can't be that girl. No way. She never drank. I never seen that girl drink in my life. She was like, yeah, I'm dead serious. She started drinking. I'm like, oh boy, that's not a good thing. I was like, oh well, it's not my problem. That's his problem, not mine. That's another thing. I don't want a woman that drinks and all that shit and goes out of control. Fuck that. She be getting drunk and acting crazy. Like, bitch, you better get out of here. Yep. She just started drinking like a year ago, apparently. And I said, look, some people drive you to drink. I said, you know what's weird is like a lot of people that have been married for like 20 plus years, I see them all getting divorces and not even like the long part of it. I just see like people get fed up with people. Like they actually get inspired by other women and men to like leave their relationships. Like people are, I think COVID meant to happen so people can like stay in the same house together and have no choice but to be together. And then during those times where they were on lockdown, they probably drove each other fucking nuts and they probably saw who the fuck they really was married to because they had no choice but to be with each other, right? And I honestly feel deep down inside that those COVID years and those lockdowns made a lot of people change. I honestly feel that way. Like I don't know how you guys feel, but like I feel like that happened. Like I honestly feel like that's what happened. Because right after COVID, that's when all this shit went down. And I'm like, like how is this possible? Like I guess that's probably what happened. This damn dog. She just I didn't even realize she was in here. She was so quiet until she started fucking snoring. But yeah, I feel like that happened. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's something that I noticed that happened during like right after COVID, everything like hit the fan. Careful of those liver enzymes. Yeah, that's for them, not me. Yeah, I believe that, Martin. I really do believe that that's what happened. It changed a lot of things. I think people were like, you know what? What am I doing with this fucking idiot? I would love to find out. I would love to find out the stats worldwide of how much divorce has happened and separations have happened in the last 4 years. I would love to know. I know here in Bermuda it went up high because of that shit. And then my sister told me another interesting story because she went out like I think two weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. She went to a party and she says, "Oh, Mark, you would never believe who I saw arguing and bitching at the party and going at each other." And I'm like, "Who?" She's like, "Told me." And I was like, "Oh, I told you." And she said, "You called it, Mark. Those two ain't gonna last." I said, "Of course not. You can't marry a hoe. If you marry a hoe, she's never gonna fucking learn. She's gonna get to that point where she's gonna be like, I can't do this. I'm a hoe." And I told my sister, I said, "That guy, if he marries that girl, he's an idiot. He got engaged to her, but he hasn't married her yet, but he's engaged to her." And I knew he must be changing his fucking mind. I knew he is. And I told him, "You saw what happened to this last idiot that he was with." And I told my sister, goes, "Well, you called it." I said, "Yeah, I told you those two ain't gonna last. You can't marry a hoe and expect her to be a housewife. You can't marry a hoe and expect her to be loyal for the rest of her life. That shit, no, that's why she's a hoe. That's why guys are players and they don't get married." And my sister was telling me that ever since she's been at this job, she gets hit on by all these guys. And then when she went to this function on Sunday, she said this guy that was hitting on her was actually a boyfriend of one of her friends, and he saw her and he was like, he turned his head as if to say, "Oh fuck." And my sister just shook her head and was like, "Wow, like how can you like trust anybody these days?" Whole philosophy, yeah. Yeah, I believe it's a huge number. Yeah, I believe that, Marty, because most people in regular life before didn't even have. Yeah, exactly. That's why I always preach on here, but a lot of people don't like. I it's a sensitive topic to some people, but I always tell people all the time the reason why I'm not married and I don't have a girlfriend is because I need to get to know somebody for a long period of time. Like, if I know you for like if I get to know you and me and you is like talking every day and we're like chilling, like, start to like go out on dates and we're like getting to know each other, I'm not gonna make you my girlfriend for at least like months and like at least 3, 4, 5 months where I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, I consider you my girlfriend. I'll ask you. And that's after like a couple months. I ain't gonna do that shit after a couple weeks. Oh hell no. I'm gonna get to know you first. And then after maybe 4 or 5 months, I might make you my girlfriend. And then I'm gonna have to live with you, physically live with you in the same place for at least a year. At least a year before I make a decision of where we're going to go. And then I'm gonna get engaged probably after a year and a half, maybe 2 years of knowing you. And then I'm going to wait another year before I get married because I'm going to see what a ring does on your finger. And living with you for another year as you my pre-wife. And then after that period of time, if I feel like I can marry you, I will. If not, I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. I'm going to prolong it because I got to see how long you can wait or how much you can tolerate me or I can tolerate you. That's why I haven't been there yet because I don't it ain't happening. That's why I never got to that point because I don't see myself like being with somebody that I can trust. If you give me a reason not to trust you, then you're giving me a reason to leave you. I don't want to have to go through trust issues when I marry you. I want that to be over. I want that. I don't even want that to happen. But if it happens before marriage, then thank God that I ain't got to deal with you when we do get married. I think people have the whole concept of getting married is all fucked up. They don't care anymore. But then again, like I don't know, because some people, it all depends on who you are, like and how you deal with things. Because there's a lot of people I know where they met each other, and within a couple months they were together, and within a couple months after that, they were living with each other, fucking each other. They were with each other, and they're still with each other, married, kids, the whole 9 yards, and they're perfectly fine. And then I know some people who are the total opposite. But the percentage of that is very low, obviously. Because I can't even count on one hand how many people that have done that and got away with it. So that's the thing. And then you get some people who would say, look, I did it all by the book, and 20 years later they left me. See, and I can talk like that because my sister, she dated her ex-husband for 4 years from high school. They dated in high school right up until 4 years. Then they got married, and then they were married for 20 years, 21 years, and then and so they knew each other for 25 years, and she did everything legit, you know. But the only thing she didn't do was move in with them before they got married. See, they got married and then moved in with each other. See, that to me is a no. But see, she did it all by like the non-ho way and the religious way or whatever they teach you. And then you live with she's with the person for 20 years, 21 years, have 2 kids with you, and then all of a sudden, poof, it's all gone. So she did everything the right way to a certain point. Then my brother, he did everything the opposite way. He met that hoe at work, and then within 6 months, he was engaged, and 6 months later, he was married, and then 17 years later, he was divorced. See, so it doesn't matter either way, good and bad way, didn't get him nowhere. But you know what else I also feel as well is when you're with somebody, right? Every year that goes by, you should make it better, not worse. And I think a lot of couples get um I think a lot of couples get comfortable. Like after like a year or two, they're like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm married, whatever. I come home, see the same fucking person, same day, same shit, you know, my same wife in different clothes or same clothes or we talk this and talk that, it's boring, whatever. Same coochie, same D, same shit. But I feel like as me personally, I feel like if I'm with somebody and every year I want it to be better and better and better, not worse and worse and worse and not the same. I want to like sit there and talk to my wife and say, this year I want to do this, this, and this. What you think? And she'd be like, okay, yeah, we'll do this, this, and this. Look, I don't want to do the same shit every year. I want to do different things. I want to spark our relationship, make things better, like do different things. Like I don't want to just sit home and fucking watch movies and eat popcorn. Like that's not a relationship. That's dumb. Like let's go and do things. Let's like go here, go there, or like enjoy our life. Like, I don't want no bullshit relationship. I want to like make things better every time. I'm not one of those people that just want to do the same shit every day. No, we got to do different shit every year. So that way our relationship grows. We have a lot of things to do, to talk about. I don't want to be like no boring. I don't need no boring ass person in my life. I want to like do shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest problem in relationships is people get comfortable and they just live. They're like, yeah, homework, cook, eat, sleep, shit, whatever, and that's it. And you're just doing the same shit every day. Like that's boring to me. I feel like you should always spice things up every like so often. That's how I feel. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. That sounds about right, Dan. Yeah, that sounds about right. But that's how I feel, like, and I don't know. I guess when you get to a certain age, obviously, things get different or whatever. But like, I just don't know how people like marry somebody that don't have the same things in common, and or like even with somebody that don't have the same things in common. You're just with the person for money or looks or whatever. Like I just can't see myself like being like that. It don't make no sense to be with somebody that you just lust over. Lust is one thing, love is another. And I think that love has to continuously build in your marriage and your friendships and your relationships. It should keep building more and more and more and more. Like, that's how I feel. Damn dog. I don't know. Everybody's quiet and he's saying nothing. Everybody's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. That's what I think. That's how I feel. That's how I think. You know, from my experiences, that's what I see. This damn dog makes me laugh. Look at her. You have the mofo life. Eat, sleep, and shit. You don't even have to wipe your ass, wipe your coochie. You don't have to do damn nothing. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And all you do is snore when I go live. Mark, my old lady, has been giving me the stink eye listening. Oh shit, she's listening to me? Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry, moms. Don't mind me. See what Ninja just said? Typical woman. That's why I tell you, these Aquarius women that are in here, they ain't no real Aquarians. Mhm. Rudy, how you doing, sweetheart? The topic of the day, the topic of the night is relationships and why they work and why they don't work, why marriages don't work, how people, there's not too many like, marriages that work long term, and why don't they work? Why do they work? I'm just, spitting my opinions. That's all. Yeah. Mhm. It's my fault I bring it up. Virgo just said that, she's not even attracted to the guy that she likes. She's not even his type, and she doesn't know why she's attracted to him because he's not even her type. Then I elaborated and said that there's somebody I feel like that way too. And then we started talking, and then I started talking about, marriages, divorces, you know, preferences, and why it works, why it doesn't work. Just regular shit, same day. But some people make good points, and some people just, I feel like people nowadays. Yeah, I agree, Rudy. You got to have great chemistry, and that's what I just mentioned. Is every year you go, you have like every year you're with somebody, right? Say you're with somebody for like 20 years. I want my wife to say after 20 years to like her, if her friends say, what's the secret, you know, to being with, Mark, you guys have been together for 20 years. Like, I never hear you talk shit about him. You always say how wonderful he is. And she's gonna say, Mark changes shit up. He spices everything up. He makes sure everything, I'm happy, and we do this, we do that. Every year has been different. Nothing, no year has been the same. He just conjures up some fucking shit for us to do, and then I put in my 2 cents, and we maybe make it work. We're happy as fuck. That's what I want, But some people are like, oh, all I do is come home from work. I gotta cook. I gotta clean. And he does nothing but sit on the fucking couch and watch the Boston Celtics play. And he watches football. He watches sports. And then, he leaves his dirty ass socks on the ground. He thinks I'm his bitch. And I gotta wash his clothes. He don't know nothing. He doesn't do shit. But why do you love him? I don't know. I just couldn't find anybody better. Like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? You mean you can't find nobody better? You just dumb as shit and you picked the wrong idiot. Your wife's Catholic, not divorcing your ass. Yeah, well, we're Catholic, and my brother and sister got a divorce. Catholics preach don't get a divorce, but I don't believe in that shit. You want to get a divorce, get one. Fuck these people. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Dan. Your kids don't work on your marriages, and that's exactly what I'm preaching now. It's like I feel like some people who get divorced, it's not really like their fault, like to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because some people who got a divorce, they made the mistake of marrying that idiot in the first place, right? They knew, but they thought that person. The biggest thing I hear from people is, I thought they were going to change. A lot of people tell me that. Well, when I met them, they were this and that. And then when we got married, I just hoped and prayed that they were going to change. Oh, but I love them. What the fuck you told them? How the fuck you love somebody? Do you know what love means? How are you going to love somebody and love and hope they're going to change? If you, nobody's going to change unless they want to. A lot of people ain't going to change because, you give them ultimatums, you know? And then if they do change, they're only going to change temporarily. And then they're going to go right back to the same shit again. They're going to be like, fuck, why did I do this shit? And when you throw a hissy fit and you start getting mad, then it's gonna be like, hey baby, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change. And then he fucks the shit out of you, and then next thing you know, oh yeah, I'm in love, he really worked me last night, we're back together, things are better now. Oh, shut up. It's only gonna be for 2 weeks, sweetheart. You'll see. Next thing you know, he leaves his phone out on the fucking counter. He goes and takes a shit in a shower and a shave. And then you get tempted. You look at his phone. Margaret's calling. Who the fuck is Margaret? Oh, fuck, I left my phone out there. Shit. My side bitch is calling. She answers, hello? Who's this? Who the fuck is this? You're calling my husband's phone. I'm I know you're Margaret. He put your fucking name on here. Yeah, I'm fucking him right now. Where is he too? He's getting a shower from being in your dirty ass. You can have him. When he comes out of his shower, tell him pack his shit and leave. Yeah, that's true, Rudy. Some people also don't like to be alone, even though they're not happy. See, I don't mind being alone. I don't mind being alone. I'm not really alone anyway. I have my mom, my dad, my sister. I have my nephews. I have my dog. I have my business. I have you guys. I'm not really like a lonely. I don't feel lonely at all. I don't need like a person to feel. I can make my own like day go by and be happy. I honestly do. I don't really feel like I need somebody around me and smelling their ass and dealing with their fucked up cooking or listening to their fucking irritating voice or something like that. So it's all good. You made her buy me a fillet of fish, and I haven't heard the freaking end of it. Okay, there you go. At least you got a fillet of fish. Fuck, some people just get a pancake. This time now is not the same as back then. Yeah, I know. It isn't. But you know what? Back then there were divorces and shit. Just not as many as now. Many as now. People actually try to work on their marriages and make it better and change and evolve and things like that. I don't know. Like I just feel like sometimes people just don't want to make the effort. I feel like people get too comfortable with life and with the person they're with, and they're like, yeah, they're not gonna leave. And then when they do, and it's like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with them. Yeah, but it's cooking for a man that you love is great. That's like pretty much what you're saying. You miss it, and you've been single for 2 years, but in the last 2 years, at least you ain't had no fucking drama. At least you ain't had nobody disrespect you and shit. Tila Ninja says, I'm glad I don't have to cook. This mofo is living the life over here and always crying. See, she self-exposed herself. Don't cook. Live off your husband. Are you actually an Aquarius? She's gonna say, I'm a smart Aquarius mofo. Yeah, exactly. Right. So in other words, you would cook for me and I will cook for you. You know, be cool like that. Honestly, I would love to cook for my woman. I honestly would. If I cook for a woman, she'd be so fucking. Oh my god. She'd be like, "Oh my god, this tastes so good." Yeah. Wait till dessert, baby. You're a Scorpio? Oh shit. You and Marley Scorpios in here. Oh good lord. I got a scorpion on each side. I gotta watch myself. But see, Marley's a Scorpio and she don't cook. She said that motherfucker is gonna cook for me. Marley said, fuck that shit. I ain't cooking for no man. Get your bitch ass over the damn stove and cook for me. That's what Marley says. Marley says, look, I'm getting Chick-fil-A. Fuck off. You don't need your damn food. Dan says he's got a 40-foot lead chain to the oven. Honestly, I don't mind cooking for my woman, but I would like to cook together. You know, do things together for each other. Like you cook one day, I cook the next, or we cook together, or you do this, I'll do that. I'll chop the fucking onions and vegetables all up and get them ready while you put the fucking whatever. I'll do the barbecue and all that shit. So your pretty little nails won't fucking deteriorate over the barbecue or something. Or your eyelashes will fucking burn off from the steam of the fucking, barbecue or something. Hopefully I don't find nobody like that. I be like, sweetheart, your eyelashes burnt off. Oh shit, I was outside on the barbecue. He must have burnt off. Yeah, they did. You need some new ones. See that Rudy said, I'll throw it down in the oh shit. She be like this. She be like this, cook. She be like this with the tongs, right? Picking up the food, and she be like, "Oh my god, that's so hot." The next thing you know, her fucking nail will fall off, or the fucking nail polish will fucking melt or something. Oh my god, it's so hot. My fingers are burning. Oh my god, I'm looking at it. Oh shit, my eyelashes are gone. Oh, nobody tell you where that shit cooking no bugging barbecue, sweetheart. The fuck you doing? Let me do that shit. Get out of here. My eyelashes are real. If they burn off, they'll come the fuck back. It's cool. Let me do it. You just go inside. Next thing you know, she be putting on gloves, washing dishes and shit. My fucking manicure is getting messed up. Bitch, you better wash damn dishes or get a dishwasher. There you go, Rudy. Give my woman a massage. Hopefully she'll give me one back. There you go. I believe you, Rudy. Marty's over here laughing. I always tease my dad because he doesn't cook. He doesn't even know the recipe on how to make ice. Fuck. I never forget my mom and my sister went away together and my dad stayed behind. I went every day. I went to go make him dinner because he didn't even know how to fucking turn on the stove. He didn't know shit. Yeah, some coconut oil, baby. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, he didn't even know how the recipe on how to make ice. Fuck. My dad don't know shit. Now he's a little better because when my mom broke her arm 2 years ago, he had to do shit. And you know what makes me laugh? He'll take like a bun, like a roll, right? And he'll go make a sandwich lunchtime, and he'll take this is like the bun and this is the knife, and he'll go like this. He'll put on his glasses and he'll be like that, like this, and he'll go like that. He tries to, miss his fingers. He'll look at it, he'll open it up, then he'll get the mayonnaise, scoop up the mayonnaise and put it on the bun like this. And he'll look at it again and put some more on there. Then he puts the top on the mayonnaise real slow, puts the knife down, puts the roll down, gets the the slice, turkey or whatever. He'll take it out, he'll put it in there, fold it, and he'll squash the bread down, and he'll look at it and he'll bite it and he'll be like, okay, I'm good. And he thinks he's a legend because he made a sandwich. And my mom's like, the only reason why you make the sandwich is because I broke my arm. You never do that. I'm your slave. And he's like, hey, shh, we're gonna eat. And she goes, you jackass. Oh my god, it's so funny. She gets so pissed because she's like, you don't do anything. And then lunch, like on Sundays when she makes lunch, right? He'll be the first one sitting down, and he'll take his cup of water and he'll like swallow his pills because he's on medication, right? So he'll swallow his pills, and then he'll go to my mom, hey, where's the tea? And she'd be like, where's the tea? You not make it. You know how to do it, but you don't want to do it. I'm your jackass. That's all I do is serve you every day. And he goes, hey, okay, okay. And she goes, you won't even go get the ice. Go get a cup and go get the ice so you can put in the tea because it's too hot. He goes, I'm sitting down. No, I can't get back up. She goes, yeah, I know. I'm the jackass. That's what I am. I have to do everything for you. Doing off. And I'm there in the middle just laughing. Like, I'm like, Mom, what do you want? He goes, oh, go get ice for because the hot tea is too hot. They put like 2 blocks of ice in their tea just so they can drink it right away, right? And then I got my own coffee. I bring my own coffee in a tumbler, a little tumbler thing. So then I help her, like, like if there's macaroni and cheese or something, like I'll put like some on his plate and her plate and my plate. And then I'll go to the pot and take the vegetable. She goes, that's okay, go ahead, sit down. It's okay. I do it. I said, well, you just finished fucking complaining. So I might as well help you, you know? And then when she finishes eating, she goes, I'm tired. I'm tired of this life. Man don't do nothing. And then he gets up, he leaves his plate there, he leaves the knife and fork there. He don't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, she'll go wash it. Fuck it, I'm getting inside, go watch TV. He's just like a dog, eat, sleep, and shit. And my mom, she does everything. But when my mom broke her arm, he was washing dishes, right? So I went there on a Sunday again, like I always do, and I looked at the dishes, and there was like food still stuck to the plates, and the fucking fork still had food in between them. And I looked at it and I said, Mom, this mofo didn't even clean the dishes. I know. He washes the dishes with no glasses. That's why I tell him put his glasses on. He's blind, he can't see nothing. Hey, fuck, I started laughing. I said, my poor mom, of all people, to break her fucking arm now. This mofo is learning how to do shit now at this age. So I had to go down there and wash the dishes. And I had to like do all this shit for my mom when she broke her arm 2 years ago. Cause my dad, he's fucking, he don't give a shit. Yeah, I wish my dad was like that, Dan. My dad didn't do that shit. Hell no. My dad does the bare minimum. Bare minimum. He's nothing like me. That's why I told you guys in my earlier life, when the apple fell off of his tree, which is me, I rolled down the fucking hill like 100 feet. When he sees me like on like for instance on Christmas or any family gatherings, I'm always helping. Like so it's me, my youngest sister, my mom, and my older sister. But my brother and my dad and my brother-in-laws, they never helped. My oldest brother-in-law, he would like, cut the turkey and shit or cut the ham and slice it all up. He would help. He's pretty good. He cooks and he like helps out. But my brother, he's fucking dumb as shit. And my dad is, and my other brother-in-law, he didn't even know how to. He couldn't even turn on the fucking oven. He didn't even know what the hell it was. He could care less. Yeah, I mean, I'm always helping in the kitchen and shit, always doing something. Cooking is like something that's, everybody should know how to do. You never know. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Yeah, no woman's waiting on you. But I love a woman that cooks and bakes and does all those type of things. That's a plus because if I know how to do it and she knows how to do it, then we're good. We got each other's back. So if something happens to me, she can cook. And if something happens to her, I can cook. You know. Hey, well, there you go, Marley. Sometimes you gotta get shit done. It's how it's life. There's so many things I want to do, but I just don't have the I just don't want to like destroy my back again. Because my back today when I worked for a couple hours, my back started tensing up again, and I said, okay, that's enough. So like I just keep working it out. I keep working. A couple hours here, a couple, and I'll get better, obviously. But you know, I want to do so much and I can't, and it bothers me that things are dirty or like I have to do this and I have to do that. Like I look at things and I'm like, fuck, man, I want to do this so bad, but I just don't have the strength to do it right now, or I just don't want to fuck my back up again. But I look around and I say, fuck, I'm got so much shit to do. This is not like me. Cause it's weird. Cause the last 3 years, I've bossed my ass. Like I did so much things, and everybody got used to me working like 24/7. So now that I'm like not doing it as much as I used to, like they're like, oh well, Mark's not feeling well because if he was, he would be doing it. So I've been telling everybody, look, it's not that I don't want to do it. You know me, I'm not lazy. I do everything. So, but I said, look, my health is more important. Like I'm sick and tired of busting my ass every fucking day. Like these past few years, like I really like put my all into everything. So I need a break. Like leave me the fucking alone. Get over it. Do it your fucking self. Or go pay somebody to do it. I've been doing it for free all this time. Now you can pay somebody. Yeah, I mean, I'm not used to sitting doing nothing, but I mean, it's not like I'm doing nothing. Like I am working, I am doing things, but I wish I can be more physical and get away with it. But I have to realize that I'm not exactly, a young little whippersnapper. And I just need to make sure that I don't get worse. That's all. I just wish I can do a lot more, but I know that my health means more and I shouldn't because my back isn't, got fucked up. So I need to stop. And I haven't given my body a rest. I really haven't. Lately, I have, yes. Like this year, I haven't worked as hard as I have in the past because I'm sick and tired of doing all this shit and nobody helps, nobody cares. Everybody wants shit done, but, it's like, well, then give me a hand. I can't do it by myself no more. Like I need somebody to help me. I need somebody to like, you know, make it work with me, and then that's it. But no, everybody's like, fucking Mark would do it. So I'm giving everybody a reality check right now. I'll get to it when I get to it, not my problem. And it's been hard for me to do that. It's been hard for me to like say no. It's been hard for me not to do anything. Like, and I don't want to keep like popping pills and shit, like Tylenols and the leaves and like painkillers just to like keep going. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not gonna be doing that shit. I ain't popping no fucking pills just to work and make you happy. Fuck that. I like to naturally heal and naturally like do things properly. Yeah, I mean, I might as well give myself a pat on the back because no one else fucking cares. They would rather, they think that I'm actually like, not like, my sister and my parents know that I'm not bullshitting. But like when people see me like not working, they're like, oh yeah, look at this lazy fuck, he ain't working. I don't give a fuck what you call me. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know. You're not in my body. I tell people, you want me to put you in my body for a couple minutes? You'll get right the fuck back out. You be like, how the fuck does this guy even work? Mhm. But people know, like, people know that I'm not bullshitting because I'm not the type of person to be faking and shit. Yeah, but some people, like, they're like weird like that. you know? Like, even my dad, he's like, oh, I want to plant those hibiscus trees. I'm like, you can plant them by your fucking self. Go get them too. I said, I told you already, I don't give a fuck about those damn plants. I don't give a fuck about those hibiscus. And I said, look, it's still winter time. We got like a winter storm with like 30, 40 mile an hour winds is gonna fuck those brand new um plants up. So get over it. Stop. Like wait till summertime. Wait till that shit catches and gets better, And I said, if you want things done, go do it yourself. I'm not gonna be, when you say something, I'm not gonna jump. Those days are over. And he just walked away. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. Like you're a fucking pain in the ass. Like, what you think that, I'm just gonna do everything you tell me to do? Like, go get somebody to do it then. You want it done so fast, you want it done right now. And he's so ignorant. He knows it's not a necessity, but he's like, "Nee, nee, 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 nee." And I'm like, I don't care what you say. I'm not doing it. I told my sister, I've learned to tell my dad, no, I'll do it. When I told my dad, I'll do it when I fucking feel like it. I told you already, I'm not killing myself for you no more. You're one of the main reasons my back fucking hurts. And then he just like, oh well, I'm like, yeah, shut up. You know, I swear, man, so annoying. Sometimes I wish I was a human octopus with 8 fucking arms and legs, so I can do everything all at once. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I do and how much I do. It's never good enough. There's always going to be another project and another thing to do. And this year, my dad, he finds more shit to do. And I told them, look, I'm going to do your cedar door. I'm going to varnish it. And I did. And I said, after that, I ain't doing nothing else. No, leave me alone. And he did. He hasn't really, bothered me too much. What time is it anyway? 11:30? Yeah. So it's kind of quiet in here tonight. I ain't seen nobody around. It's good. Quiet Thursdays. It's not really quiet. I got Diamond in the background. All right, Marty. Good night. See you. Hope you have a good day with Emmy on her birthday. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time. Yeah, that's how it goes, Dan. Working wounded, and people don't even care. You know, that's how I felt the past couple years. I'm always working wounded. So annoying. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. Yeah. Diamond's got the best life in the world. She's over here snoring. She's trying to tell me something. Look, Mark, shut up and go to sleep. All right, Marty, take care. Yes, and have a good birthday, M. Damn dog, I tell you, it's something else. All right, if nobody needs me, speak now or forever hold your peace. Before the health department shows up. All right, Dan, take care, bro. Hang in there. Tomorrow's another day. We'll get there. I'm sure you can hear my dog. She's getting louder and louder. You too, Dan. Take care. Why am I not surprised, Jessica? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? You do it every night. It's just you. Why would you change? This is what I just finished talking about for the past hour, how people don't change. So I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. And I have witnesses too. See my witnesses? Yep. hmm Yeah, I'm sure. That's why I wonder about you guys' zodiac signs, because I don't know any Aquarius is like the ones I have in here. That's for sure. Yep. Your sun sign definitely ain't your fucking sign, that's for sure. hmm Right, right. Here's the excuses. Yeah. This is what I gotta get. This is what I gotta put up with. What can I say? So, are you gonna ask a question or not? Like, hurry up so I can go to sleep. Yeah. I'm not in your time zone. That's why I tell you when you come in here and you say, "Hey, everybody, I'm here." You should say, "Hey, Mark, can I ask my questions now?" And I'll be like, "Yes, hurry the fuck up and let's go." Not wait till I'm ready to leave. I'm not in your time zone, woman. I already tell you that shit. That's why last night I left your ass. I left your ass in the dust where you belong, talking to your computer. It's 11:35 here, right? If you want me to answer a question or two, let me know. If not, I'm gonna go. That's why I said. See, Blue Nile beat you. Hey, Blue Nile, how you doing? Okay, no problem. Yeah, I'm giving you the chance, but you didn't want it. Oh well, it ain't my problem. Then you wonder why I get annoyed. These are the reasons. No, don't remember. It's okay. You just come up with some bullshit. That's all right. You wait. You can wait for tomorrow. It's okay. What you need to do is take my advice. Write down the freaking questions, right, that you want to ask, so you don't forget. Yeah. So when you come in here tomorrow and you say, "Hey, I'm here," write down your questions so you know exactly what you need to say. Yeah. Don't just like come up with bullshit just to ask. Yeah. Yes, I'm doing well, Blue Nile. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you feel better. And then last time I spoke to you, you know, you said you weren't feeling well or whatever. You're tired? Yeah, join the club. I know. You can ask your question when you're ready, Blue Nile. Okay. Is H going to be serious or is he just going to be immature? All right, let's check H. Well, what I got here is he's still, being doubtful. Hey, Age of Aquarius, how you doing? He's still going to be a shady person. He's still going to be very timid, fearful. He's still going to be doubtful, and I think that you're going to be suspicious of him regardless if he's going to be serious or going to be immature. I think your wish is for him to be better and to be stable and to be, different and to be good. But I still feel like you're going to have difficulty in understanding him. You're going to be just like you're not going to have the ability to really work with him, and there's still going to be conflict and somewhat hostile conversations here and there. And I feel like because you might have your guard up and you're perceiving like to think that he's going to be cool, he probably won't be. Yeah, I still see, yeah, that's the thing. I see you not being bothered with him once he shows himself again. I feel like he's gonna be like on and off, but he's still gonna be that same person. He's still gonna be childish, and he's still gonna be that type of person. I feel like you're wishing that this time around is better, but I still see that he's like, still gonna be that way. He's not gonna change. I don't see him changing this time around. Because you're saying, is he gonna be serious or is he just gonna be mature? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see him changing. What you see is what you get. Like, what you see is what you get. And if you're like in your mind, if your mind's telling you like, I really wish this guy would change because I like him or whatever, like I think you might say that to yourself sometimes, like you wish for things to get better or you think things are gonna change or get better. It's not. Like he's still gonna be this type of person. Yeah. Like here we are. Like he thinks that he can't be with you. He's biased. he thinks that, I see the immaturity here. I get a guy that's immature. I get a guy that's envious and jealous, or he just like, he's selfish and he doesn't know how to separate certain things in life. And I feel like he's using his judgment about you and about other people, and his that selfishness is getting in the way. And I feel like he's always going to fail you and not be as active as he should be, or not be as good as he should be. Because how he thinks about you is like, he thinks that you are not like, he thinks that you as a partner, if you were to be his partner, he thinks that you'll be always biased towards him, like, or like you won't be as good as he wants you to be. Like he has, he has these things in his mind where he's like, you know what? She's always unfair to me, or she thinks that, she judges me, or I don't know if I can tolerate her because I want to be my way, not the way she wants me, or the way that she thinks I'm going to be. So I'm not really getting anything good here, Blue Nile. So your instincts are right. See, and this is what I was talking about earlier, like how you get to know somebody for a couple months and they just say the stupidest shit, and you're like, yeah, I can't be with somebody like this. Yeah, but that's how he views you. That's what I'm getting. Like he views you as someone who's not going to be the right partner for him, and someone who's not going to that's going to be biased towards him. Even though you're saying you don't judge him, he feels like you do. Like, even though you don't say it, like he gets that feeling off of you. Yeah, and right, I do get you are guarded, because I got like the page of swords there, and that's a person who's like, guarded and like holding up that sword, saying, "Nope, you ain't coming over here." So he feels like he can't get nowhere with you. You know, it almost seems like he doesn't even like care to be in like any type of like long term relationship. But I still like, well, that's the thing. Some people think that because you know them for a couple months, that you should just open up wide and to say, here, you can have my heart, my coochie, my this, my that. But the way he views you is a person who, like, he thinks he does have like some emotional feelings for you, and he thinks that you're very determined, and you put the initiative in. He thinks you're a good woman and stuff, but he thinks that he's always going to be in trouble with you, or worried about you, or worried about him. Like he can't face any changes, right? So because you haven't opened up completely, then he's like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, so I feel like you guys are like at a standoffish point. But I feel like he's selfish and he's not gonna give up, he's not gonna like put in that time and consistency and commitment. I don't get commitment here from him. I don't get like a commitment type of like feeling. I do feel that he does feel emotional about, like, emotionally, decent about you. Like he does have feelings, but I just feel like he's not gonna attempt to really, you know, go all the way. So, like you said, just be cautious and don't deal with it. Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. 'Cause that's exactly what I'm getting. I don't get any consistency. And I don't get any type of love type of cards either, or love feelings. I think that he emotionally feels for you. Like his emotions tell him, like, I can be with her, but, you know, I don't think he's gonna like go above and beyond for you. I don't see that in the cards. Yeah. I would just say, do what you're doing. Concentrate on your life, your job, your career, and just go about your business. If he really wants you and meant to be with you, he'll be with you. That's what I tell everybody. If somebody's meant for you, they're going to do what it takes to be with you. If you're doing your part and they're not doing theirs, then that's their problem. Yeah, I feel you on that. That's a good way to put it. I'm just struggling to care. Yeah, I don't care either. I struggle to care too. That's up to you, sweetheart. But yeah, that's what I get to. I'm struggling to care about people and care about people's fucking beliefs and opinions and whatever the hell they're dealing with. I really don't care. I just been finished talking about this my whole life about how relationships to me are boring, especially with you if you're with a boring ass person. I feel like I always have to spice things up, you know? That's how I feel. You know what I mean, Virgo? Okay, Blue, now you can ask your question. I got it. Thanks. Yeah, exactly, Aquarius. Yeah. That's why I haven't been in like a serious relationship in years because I can't deal with that shit. I'm like, look, you ain't putting in no work, then don't expect me to do overtime. Hell no. You gotta leave me alone. I am not putting up with that shit. All right, let me check. Yeah. What I'm getting here is pretty much what you're asking. Like what I'm getting is he feels that you one day you're like you release yourself and you open up to him and you talk to him or whatever, and then some days you're closed off, and he feels that there's no opportunity, like you don't give him enough opportunity to make things better or whatever. He kind of feels like you got to give him like a 50-50 chance, like some type of balance. He feels like you're stalemate or you're not showing enough affection and you're just doing whatever just to maintain peace. Right. But see, like how you said, like he's used to women falling for him. And if you're not falling for him, that's why he's kind of like the way he is, because he's like, well, if she ain't giving me no time of day, then why should I? You're using reverse psychology on him. See, you're making him do all the work, and he's not used to that, like you said. So he does feel like you're cold, and he does feel like you're distant, and he does feel let down because you don't do more than the other ones have. He feels like you begin to show something, and then he's like, you know what, this is just like I have no opportunity here, or he feels like you don't give him an opportunity to show more and be more. So I would say like he feels like you're not allowing him to be more. Right. So I would say if he doesn't put in the effort to like do things with you, then how is things gonna work? Yeah. But see, not every relationship's gonna be the same. See, you were always open with your ex and you were cool with your ex, but not with him. And he was always see this guy H is always had women drooling all over him or whatever. So you two are like opposite. Exactly. So he feels let down that you don't make an effort. Like I was saying earlier, he feels like you're not giving him the time of day. So why should he go out of his way? He doesn't seem like the go-getter type, I think he's just trying to maintain peace with you to see how it goes. Exactly. 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 I think the reason he does it is to test you. Cause I'll be honest with you, Blue Nile. I don't see no concrete relationship with you and him. Like I don't see you guys like being in a love relationship. I don't get anything like that, you know. And I think it's a mutual thing. So like I don't. If you don't say anything, he's not gonna say anything. And if he does, he's expecting you to be like, oh my God, you called me, you talked to me, yay. Now I'm gonna go, head over heels for you because you're giving me the time of day. And if you don't, he feels let down. So he's like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I don't care. Yeah. I don't see him wanting to be in a relationship with you, like be in a concrete relationship with you. I don't see him doing that. Right. And that's why I'm getting what I'm getting. Because he's still unhappy with his past. He's unhappy with his, relationships. And he just thinks that you are not, the partner he is really focused on or wants to be with. I keep getting like the justice reverse. And that just tells me that I've gotten this card 3 times now, over and over. And that tells me like he's in a judgmental state of mind and he's like intolerant, like he doesn't want to tolerate no one like doing like he's not tolerating someone like you who doesn't really make an effort. But if you were like drooling all over him, he'll be fine. Like, and he doesn't want like to be taken advantage of again. He's got bitter experiences from his past. The withdrawal is here too. Like he thinks he can't work with you. He thinks he can't be with you, like in a concrete full relationship. Exactly. 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 So because you don't make 100% effort, it ain't gonna work. Exactly. But that's why I don't see it going anywhere because you're not doing what he wants you to do. He's selfish. He's gonna be like, yeah, well, if she comes my way, I'll deal with her. I'll tolerate her. But if not, it's gonna be like, yo, fuck you. You know. All right, sweetheart, no problem. like what I'm getting, what I'm getting here with like new is I do see like you meeting a new person, but this person only had like this person's another guy who is like making the same mistakes. You're gonna be suspicious of him. You're gonna be like this person's gonna offer to take you out, and they're like seductive and they're distracting, and you're gonna be suspicious of this person as well because that's the energy that you have is the next person that comes to you, you're always going to be like, suspicious of them, making, making like, like accusations about them or saying, why is this person like this? Or why am I going to deal with that? Why should I deal with this? Or, you know, things like that. So I feel like you're going to be very reluctant in proceeding with anybody that comes into your energy. But I do see like a guy here like coming toward you and like you liking him and him liking you, and it's gonna be peaceful and like you're gonna feel like kind of home with this person. Good night, Ninja. Take care. But I still feel you like, feeling like the insecurities about the person or feeling like the person is not gonna really be that person for you. But this person is gonna be very kind and generous and but you're going to be vulnerable at the time and you're going to be like, I'll give this guy a chance, but you're going to see as time goes on that it's a mistake dealing with him because of why the way he is. Well, not everyone's like that. I just feel like, yeah, I know. And it's like, I feel like it's a repetitive cycle for a lot of people. And the reason I feel that way is because, people get to a point where they just don't, they just like you said earlier here, you said like, I'm not going to settle for that, I'm not going to deal with that, like I'm not dealing with that, I rather focus on my life and shit like that. I just feel like everybody has a cycle where they go through that they just meet idiots and they just deal with hoes or deal with people who are not really the right person. And it's sad, it really is, but I just feel like a lot of us are in that cycle of we know what we want, but it doesn't appear. And it's because we're waiting for a miracle that ain't gonna happen. And it's fucked up, but it's reality. It's the way it is. It's been that way for me for a very long time. I think that a lot of people that know what they want hardly ever get what they want. Yeah, exactly. Well, if he's saying women are trash, then that's a bad sign. If I never would say that, I don't say women are trash. Women are amazing, but there's some people that are, you know, not the right one for you. That's all. Not all women the same, and not all men are the same. The problem is like people just have preferences. People have differences. People have like have to actually. People don't want to work for a real relationship. That's the biggest issue, in my opinion. People just don't want to work for a real relationship. They just want everything to just fall in their lap and happy ever after. It don't work that way. You have to work for that shit. You really have to work for somebody's heart these days. Well, that I think that's just bait, to be honest. That's just bait to bait you in to think that, hey, look, you know, a person who does that is just pretty much like baiting you in to think that this is for you. Right. See, now a person who says that, that to me is not a, yeah, right, exactly. Now you got it. You got your head on straight. You just your last sentence said it all. I feel like this is just a game for him and to see if I get emotionally attached. Right. So he's showing you the engagement rings, talking about pregnancies, and he'd refuse to stay as if to say, you're just a fucking peasant that holds my child. People that say that shit, that's a turn off to me. Honestly, I get turned off quick from people's conversations that I just like say, yeah, I'm done with you. You're on like a weird ass level. But as far as like someone new, I just feel like you will meet new people, but it's just not gonna like it's still not gonna be like decent. From now until June, July, I still get like you meeting someone new, but like the same energy will occur. All right, Virgo, take care, sweetheart. Have a good night and hope you have a good day tomorrow. So yeah, Blue Nile, I don't know. I just feel like the people that we attract and the people that are available are frail. People that we attract are been through bullshit and like that's why they're single. And then for them to like feel like a certain way, they're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go above and beyond again because this person's been hurt, but that's not my fucking problem. I feel like a lot of us, you know, uh have that in our minds already that this person's like not really worthy of me because you know but see this probably happened for a reason, Blue Nile. If you miss your ex at this point, it's because this had God had to show you that, hey, look, there's nothing better out there. You is better off with this person. But then again, they can say, hey, look, we're going to show you some other people to show you that what you had wasn't that bad. Or what you had, if you want something better, then you're going to have to wait. So I don't know how you want to take that, but that's, what I believe that how we perceive things sometimes. Because when I get rid of an ex, I'm like, thank God, because look what she just did to the person that she left me for or she was with now. It didn't work either because something fucking wrong with her. That's what I would say. I'd be like, yeah, my ex, look at her. She's a joke, you know? Yeah, exactly. So if he ended things and he hasn't been back, that's because, it wasn't meant, it's probably not meant to be right now. But when things are, what my advice is to you, and I'll give this advice to everyone if you're listening. When you are single and you can't really find someone decent, right? It's because you need to focus on other things. That's the sign that I receive in my mind. When I don't have love in my life, I concentrate on myself, my family, my job, my business, my health. I just focus on every other thing that's available to me because when one thing doesn't work, I don't force it. I just let it be. So right now, I've been single for a numerous years, and I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. I actually feel great being single because that's a burden out of my life, and I think we all should be like that. When we can't find love or we're not dealing with love, then deal with yourself, deal with your career, deal with your like change other things or make other things happen in your life. And then when all those things are accomplished, then you'll be ready for someone to come in. Just saying. That's how I feel. Well, that's the thing. Well, with that, you can either do one or two things. You can go back to him and say, hey, look, it didn't work out with me and this guy because, I realized that this guy is nothing compared to you, and start talking to him again because you're the one who said to him, hey, look, I got this other guy. But then he might say, oh, well, you finally realized that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. He might tell you that, so it might, either piss you off or make you realize that, hey, look, I'd rather have you back than be with these fucking idiots. So that's up to you, whether or not you want to do that. If I were you, I'd go with whatever your heart tells you. If you really want your ex back, then try and get him back. And tell him, look, this guy here is a joke. What's going on? What's the deal? Oh, there you go. Sometimes you need to separate from someone you love to really understand what love is and why, or really put things together. Sometimes people, separate and come back because they feel like, there's something better. And then when nothing better happens, you realize that, hey, look, you know what? It's not so bad after all. And you're not alone. I know a friend of mine told me the same thing. She told me like 2 years ago, like, I've known this guy for like 10 years you know, he's just sometimes I just don't know about him and this and that. And then, she would hear other people's stories and hear her friends' stories and she'll read for people. She's also a psychic. And she said to me, you know what, Mark? You're right. There's not much better out there than what we have. And I realized that, so I might as well stay with him because there's nothing fucking better. I've tried to find something better, ain't nothing better. And sometimes that's just the way it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's just it. When you have a long distance relationship, it's very difficult because one person has to sacrifice everything for the other. And some people would be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll move to where you are. Sure, I'm coming. And then the other person might be like, no, hell no, I'm not leaving. I got everything here. I'm not going to you. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather live my life than be with you. So it happens. I was once in a long distance, situation as well. Yeah. So if it's not possible, then it don't make sense. And this will lead you back down to that road of, I need to just deal with myself. My ex just text me. I'm very sorry, Rudy. Oh, there you go. See? Well, my ex has done that shit to me too. And I don't give it no time of day. I really don't. I don't want that person back ever again. Mhm. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing today? See, there you go, Rudy. See, when your ex comes back and says, I'm sorry, and I feel a certain way and this and that. I want you back. I miss you. All that bullshit. When I hear all that shit goes in one ear and comes out the other. Because the feeling will never be mutual on my end. Once I'm done with you, I'm done. If I do give you the time of day, it's because I'm just showing you like maturity. Like I'll speak to you or whatever, but don't think I'm gonna be like in love with you or want you back. Like fuck you. That's how I am. I don't go back to people. I really don't. Once I'm done, I'm done. Like I'm programmed to be that way. And the reason I'm like that is because when I've gone back in the past, I got hurt even more. And I was like saying to myself, what the fuck are you doing going back to this idiot? Like, why would you do this, Mark? Are you dumb? You know? Thanks, Bruno. I got it. Thank you. I'm doing this okay. Some friends of Phil invited us to go to a time in the night eat and gave me a beautiful care package. That's great, Miss Bikini. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that happened. See, it's all working. Just take it one day at a time, sweetheart. And I'm glad you ate, and I'm glad you're doing better today. See, every day is going to be flip floppy. You just got to, try and make it as consistent as you can. I know it's hard, but you'll get there, sweetheart. You'll get there. That's wonderful. See, you got good friends. Yep, absolutely. All right, so you said, I just want to know how H would react if I cut him off. Well, how they would react will be like a little hypocritical, and they would be like kind of feeling like you're delusional or something, or they'll be like saying to themselves, there's an ulterior motive here. She might be telling me this because she wants something else. And they'll like feel like some type of adversity, or they would feel like, you're not telling the truth, or you're like doing it to get some type of advantage or something. That's how they would feel about it. Like they wouldn't be sure if you're telling the truth or not. I don't really get anything good on that. It's like it's telling me like a lot of mixed emotions and a lot of like they would think that you're talking to hear yourself, or like you're just not telling the truth, or you have some ulterior motive, like you're tricking them, or you're trying to test them. Yeah. With H let go, you mean? Yeah, I believe he would. I believe he would let it go through, because he would just look for somebody else, and he would just think that you're not accepting the reality of it, and he would think that you have no understanding about it or whatever, and that would be it. He would accept it, but he'll be like, oh well, I gotta let it go, I gotta let it go. It's all good. It's gonna happen, whatever. Mhm. Yeah. I don't blame you, Blue Nile. I don't blame you. I still think that, he would be happy that you did. Yeah. I got positive things on that. So, yeah. Looks good. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Just don't beat yourself up over it. Life happens. Just do what's best for you. That's all. All right, sweetheart. Well, I'm glad you're better and I'm glad you're okay. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you got to do for yourself and not worry about, all that type of shit. I know it's hard, but I feel like you'll be okay. Enjoy the rest of your night, sweetheart. It's good seeing you. That's good, Miss Bikini. I'm glad that that feels around and thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Glad that feels really with you and the angels and everybody. Not only feels around you, but your past loved ones are around you. They're helping. They're all together now. See, so in spirit, when they're all together, they help you more. They do their damn hardest to make sure you're okay. I believe when I first read for you about that, like I think that like his parents were around or something like that. I think like when I tapped into his energy that time, I saw like his parents around him too, or somebody's parents or whatever. Like so because he's with his parents, like, and if his parents know how much he loves you, then they're gonna help. You know, they're always gonna help you as well. They're gonna do like it's not just Phil. Phil's parents will help. People that as well will all come together and they'll be like, look, we need to help Miss Bikini. Like she's not doing too good. Like we really need to help her. So then now you're telling me, you went from seeing the doctor to now seeing his friends and invited you to come and eat with them, and then they gave you a care package. See, you can't make this shit up. That shows you how much they're trying hard to get you out of this funk, like get you out of this feeling. So that makes perfect sense, and I'm happy that happened because you need that. And people know, like, but some people, you know what it is, Miss Bikini, because this is so fresh and it just happened. Like people don't really want to bother you. You know what I mean? They want you to mourn. Like I want you to understand that people like when things happen like that, it's a tragedy to some people. And they don't want to bother you, so that's why like some don't take it like people don't give a fuck about you because they really do care, but they're giving you your space at the same time. And I'm sure they probably said, hey, look, Miss Bikini, we want to invite you to the tavern, come eat with us. And if you would have said no, I really don't want to, they would respect that. But because you said yes, it made you feel like a certain way, and that makes Phil and happy. He's like, thank God she went out. She needs to stop, worrying about things. And I'm glad she went out with with my friends and she ate and she's doing better. So just accept people's yeah, accept people's condolence tribute. That's what I call it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I call it a condolence you know, tribute. Like people will always want to show their condolences in different ways. You know what I mean? So like allow them to like do it, and just don't like beat yourself up by staying home and thinking like your whole world is over. It's not, you know. And people can say, "Oh well, Mark, you don't know what that means, and you don't know what," and I do. I know. I'm not going what you're going through, but I know what it's like. I know how. I've heard enough. I've dealt with this before many a times. And I just want you and everybody to know that, sometimes people don't want to intrude on you because of your going through the mourning and going through things like that. Yeah, they do. They really do mean well. I believe that. But sometimes, we don't want to be bothered, or we don't want to like people to get it all up in our business and shit. We just want to be at peace. You just want to be by yourself. But it's good, like, to go and enjoy yourself and just like, yeah, yeah, exactly. Or you're not ready. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. That's why people don't really like to intrude on people that have just witnessed the death. But some people want you people around, and talk about old times and stories and things like that. And people want to like get, people around so they can help them and stuff like that. Yeah. But you're ready, you're ready. You're not, you're not. Now, people will respect that. And it's weird because I've talked to a lot of people who have lost someone in my lifetime, as you know. So people will always come to me and say, how does this person think about me now that they're gone? And I'm like, you have to ask yourself that question. What are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing bad? Are you doing dumb shit? Do you even think about this person? You got to keep asking yourself those things. That ain't up to me to analyze. But if you want me to tell you, sure. And they're going to tell me the same shit that you already knew, or they're going to call you out, or they're going to help you because you deserve the help because you acknowledge it and you're willing to move on in a spiritual form, move on with their spiritual form, obviously. So when you're ready to accept that person in a spiritual form, you'd be surprised how your life changes. But explaining that to the average person is like, yeah, whatever, bro. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You're delusional. There's no such thing. Okay. Whatever you say, you'll come to me one day and understand. But that's what I believe. Once you accept their spiritual form, life becomes so much better. It's facts. Exactly. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But some people don't believe that, see, so they don't receive it. They just live in hell. They live like in hell, knowing, thinking that what does this person think about me? What do they think about me now? You know, um, are they happy with me? Are they this with me? Are they that with me? Okay, well, don't say I didn't tell you so. Yeah, and you're gonna continue improving as you know, get to that point. Well, that's good. It's like inviting him. He's there, sitting there. Rudy, you said it was hard for me to let my dad go. I didn't accept it. Yeah. Well, some people blame God. See, they say, "Oh God, why did you take this person from me? This is the worst thing in my life, and you did this to me," and they blame God. You know, you can't blame God. There's no one to blame. Death is inevitable. Death is guaranteed. When you're born, the first thing you're guaranteed is death. It's life. Get over it, accept it, deal with it. And when you deal with it, like I said, you'll be surprised at the outcome, because when you accept that that person is gone in physical form, and you accept their spiritual presence, then that person and you have a connection that everyone else ends up accepting. And then when you accept it, you're going to be like, yep, here it is. Bang, I got it. I'm here. Yeah, you're right, Aquarius. It takes time. Some people wouldn't. Some people still can't do it. They can. That's sad, Rudy. But you know what? Like, he he probably feels that you feel a certain type of way about him. You might have been the type of daughter to be like, Dad, you shouldn't be around this woman. And he's like, oh no, I'm all right. I'm good. I can be around her. I'm good. I love her or whatever. She's my girlfriend. She's fine. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, no, she ain't. This bitch is up to something. But you can't tell a person nothing, because it's their way or no way. And then they end up suffering the biggest consequences. Well, the thing is, when people say black magic, like, I understand the whole concept of that, and people think that's what happens. But black magic is energy. When somebody has toxic, fucking nasty energy, just their energy is that spell. So the more negative that person is, the more that's called black magic to some people. Like, people ain't really fucking like, cooking up some fucking, stew and pouring it on you, and that's your black magic and shit, and like doing some rituals and shit. I feel like black magic is fucking real bad energy, like toxic ass energy. It's so bad that it'll make you feel, you know, like that person. Like, people can actually transfer energy to each other. That's what I think. That's my perspective of black magic, and how people like get caught up in that energy. So the more someone is negative, the more it affects you. You know. Hmm. Oh, you know, she's scared to come because she probably thought that people was gonna, beat the shit out of her, or question her or say, "What the hell is your problem?" When people do shit like that, you're bound to do something back to them. It might have been hers right next. But I believe your dad, knew that she was up to something, but he thought that, you know, she wants what I have, and she wants what I have, but in order for her to get it the easy way, she had to get rid of him, and it backfired. Sometimes your karma is someone else's at the same time. You have to cancel out each other's karma. But in that case, I feel like, you know, sometimes you have to pay the ultimate price. There you go. So so this is what I'm saying. So if you're saying to me that she did black magic on him, and she poisoned him and shit like that, and then she dies, you know, a couple months later, what does that tell you? The only way that can happen is through a spiritual way. You got me? That's okay. You could talk about it to me. I know, like, it's and the reason, like, I'm telling you this because it's that's exactly what happens. See, she did everything in her power to get rid of him, to get what she wanted. And then she didn't get what she wanted, and then ended up dying because spirit was like, now it's your turn, sweetheart. You're gonna pay for your fucking karma. You're gonna pay for what you went through. And I bet you she had a slow death. I bet you she suffered for a good bit. I bet you she did. And I bet you she couldn't eat, smell, sleep, talk, feel, taste. Because I feel it. And I hear somebody in my ear telling me, and I can actually taste like weird. Ugh. You know how you don't brush your teeth, and you get up and you feel, and you're like ugh, you know, like when you wake up in the morning, your mouth so fucked up. That's how she was like for months. She couldn't do, like, she had that taste. Like, you know how, like, you bite a I can't even, you know how, like, you bite a fork and your teeth like give you that cringing, feeling. That's how her mouth was for a long time. Ugh, I don't even want to tap into that, but that's what, like, spirit's giving me. Ugh, ah, makes me want to go brush my teeth. Oh fuck, that's gross. Ugh, mm. That's why I don't like doing that shit. But it's like, it's them saying, yeah, yeah, right. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say, yeah, it's a taste in your own medicine. Did your dad have did your dad have dark hair and a mustache? That's the person I see. I see a guy with like dark hair and he's got like a mustache. I always feel like I talked to this guy before. I don't know. I can't remember what I did for you. No. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't tap into him before, right? Yeah, because I you just told me that this is the first time you've been talking about it. Yeah, I tapped into. Oh, all right. I tapped into Steven. Right, that's who it was. Right, right, right. Yeah. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, that's probably why. Oh, I haven't felt like this in a long time. Mm. I kind of want to like. Mm, that's so weird. Like I don't know if like he had like sometimes when I get spirit, right? Like your dad, like he's got like his mouth might have been like super dry before he passed away. It's either he smoked cigarettes or he smoked tobacco and his mouth was always dry, or he didn't like his mouth had problems or something. We had like gum, something to do with his gums or teeth, or because I'm getting like a strong mouth sensation right now when I talk to him. Ooh, he smokes cigarettes. Yeah. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah. That's how I felt when I smoked cigarettes. My mouth was always like nasty and dry, and like I kind of like feel that with him. Ugh. Like, did he drive like a truck or something like that? Like I see him driving like a truck or like a big ass van or something. Color? It looks white to me. It's weird because I'm getting like I can see him driving like a white vehicle, right? and like he's coming through like a dark type of road area, and it's got like some trees and shit, and like he's traveling in this vehicle. But his mouth feels so weird. Like, ugh. I sometimes when I pick up spirit, it hasn't happened to me in a long time. But with him, he's fucking strong, yo. Ugh. It's like it's all in my mouth now. It's gross. Like I'm not dissing him or nothing. It's just how they come through, like, you know. It's like I can tell when spirit smokes. And I hate cigarettes. Like I gave it up like years ago. So when I get that in my mouth, like it's nasty. It's like, oh, I don't miss that. Don't mind me, but yeah, I can feel that shit. I can like taste it. It's nasty. That's why I ask if you smoke, because I always get that when I read for people. I can tell when people smoke because they come through like with that nasty smell, like in that. I did today. I got the taste in my mouth. I'm like, ugh, please no. Okay, I know you're here. Leave me alone. That's why I asked you. I don't know why, but like, what the hell is a cabana? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, man, that shit's bothering me. I gotta Google that shit. What is a cabana meaning? A lightweight structure with living facilities, a tent-like shelter, usually with an open side facing a beach or swimming pool. I don't know, I hear cabana. I don't know why I heard that. Maybe he's like hanging out in a cabana or like some type of tent or somewhere by like the water. I don't know. That's weird. I heard that. I haven't heard that word forever. So he's in an area where there's like cabanas, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like I don't. I had to Google that shit because I can't remember what it meant. He's telling me he's somewhere where cabanas are. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but he said I'm by the cabanas. I'm by the cabanas. Maybe it's somewhere if he didn't live where those places are, but maybe like he's with somebody that has a cabana and he's around this place where they have cabanas and shit. Or like he's hanging out with somebody in a tent or something like that. Or, like Aquarius says, they have them on beaches. So maybe he's going somewhere where he's never been before, or he just wants to hang around these cabanas. That's exactly what I heard, clear as day. Oh, okay, well that makes sense then. If he loved fishing, then maybe he like had a cabana when he went fishing and shit, and then, like he hung out on the beach or whatever in a cabana. I don't know if he ever did. I have no idea. But that's what he said to me. And if he loved fishing, that's where the water is. That's where the cabanas will be. That's so random. Like I be hearing what they're saying sometimes, and then try to make some sense out of it. Yeah, me too. I'm surrounded by it. I have no choice. Bermuda's like an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, so it's like pure fucking water here. Like I don't know if he was like an older guy, but like he shows me like times where he was young and he was on like this wooden boat. Like this shit you see, like honestly, this looks like some fucking movie shit. But like, see, I've always loved fishing too. I used to have a boat, and they used to make these like boats back in the day out of wood, and it had like three. It was like a pointy looking wooden boat, and it's all like brownish, and it has like the motor in the back, and it has like the three sitting areas, and it's not a big boat. It's probably like maybe I don't know 12 to 15 feet long, 4 feet wide. I can see him in there in a boat, and it's like two other guys on the boat. They could be like his brothers or friends or something, and they're like going fishing on this boat. But he's showing me like past stuff. Like he looks a lot younger. So I don't know. Like back in the day, he used to have a boat, or he used to go in a boat with some friends. Because as soon as he says he loves fishing, he showed me a scene where him out like on a boat, him on a boat fishing. But he looks young in this like scene he shows me. I'll call it a scene. Mm. Rudy, do you feel like hydrated? Do you feel dehydrated sometimes, or do you get dehydrated? Mm. I'm getting something. He says something about tell her to be more hydrated, hydration or some shit. He said get hydrated, more hydration. Oof, that's so weird. Yeah, hmm but his energy is so like I don't know. I can. I'm trying to like not absorb him too much. He's tricky. He's like he's showing me things, but like it's like I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like some spirit are like not really, you know, forthcoming. He's got a weird energy about him because in real life, if he was the type of person that didn't let people talk to him the way that he didn't want them to talk to, if he was like, like one of the standoffish type guys, or he didn't really want people around him like that, knowing his business and shit. That's why he acts the way he is now. Yeah, I get that about him. Like he's got that energy, strong energy, but it's like it's almost like he's like, yeah, yeah. Like I don't get no negative shit. It's just how I explain it is like he's slowly coming around because you're talking good about him on here. He can see that. See, so it's like, okay, well, Rudy just said that she misses me, and you know she misses me and talking about me. So let me connect. Let me say something to him. That's why I got him to come. That's why he came through. And plus, you never really talked about him until now, anyway. So, but I get like you know, like an energy from him, like as if to say, "Don't think I'm gonna tell you like everything. Like we'll save some for next time or for later, or you know, she knows I'm here, cool, whatever." Yeah. See, he trusts me now. He probably didn't trust me in the beginning. So he's like, "Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit now, bruh. You take care of Rudy. So I'll give you something." See, spirit just like acts like that sometimes. Like some people like act like they act in spirit how they would act in normal life. So if he wasn't a very forthcoming, trustworthy type of person to people, and he's gonna do the same thing to me now. That's why he probably never came through before. But he's like, okay, I'll come through now. You've been talking to my Rudy for a while. You actually give a fuck about her. You helped her. So, all right, she's talking about me. Okay, well, I'll give you something. I'll let you see me. I'll let you talk to me. That's how he is. It's like he's not arrogant, but not an arrogant energy, but like a standoffish energy. Like the face off. Because he knows that I feel and you know, I have all those instincts. But when he came through, I was like, holy shit, this guy's mouth is fucked. Like, you're nasty. What the hell are you doing to me? But it's almost his way of saying, hey, look, you know, I'm a strong spirit. I can fuck with you if I want to. But then again, he's like, I'm just letting you know that I'm here. That's what they do. They come through and I just allow them to like give me a little something. And then if I feel like they're okay, then I'll let them talk. But if not, I'll be like, fuck you and get away from me. Who the hell are you? But he came through all right. Oh boy. I haven't, my mouth hasn't felt that way since I smoked cigarettes. Ugh. I felt like I just had a cigarette literally, but I didn't. All right. I gotta get out of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to get my ass to bed. Time's like flying. I was supposed to leave an hour ago. But that's how it happens. Everything's meant to happen when it happens. But he says drink a lot of water. He says stay hydrated and drink a lot of water. Like he shows me an image of like drinking, like you see how this bottle of water like this? He shows me an image of drinking water, but a bigger bottle than this. So yeah, that's your homework. Drink some water, damn it. All right, Miss Bikini. Glad you're better. Glad you're doing good. Yeah. He's worried about you not drinking a lot of water. Stay hydrated. That's what I got. So do that. All right. Good night, Aquarius. Good night, Rudy. Good night, Miss Bikini. Love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm glad your dad came through. That was pretty cool. I haven't felt that type of energy in a while. So it's good to know that it's still there. People can still fuck with me like that. In a good way though. I feel cool. It's just like the taste of that really like it's like holy shit. Oh boy, here we go. This is someone I've never dealt with. But that's cool though. It's just to show you how they work. All right, cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. No problem, sweetheart. It's all good. I'm glad he came through, you know. I know that makes you feel like a certain way. So I'm glad. I'm glad he finally came through. So now that he came through, hopefully he'll, you know, say more or do more or whatever. But those are the main things that he wants is you to drink water, which is simple shit. And that's why probably my mouth was so dry just now. Because he was trying to tell me in different ways. That's what I think it is, you know. So yeah, that makes sense now. And I actually saw the words hydration. So I was like, what the fuck am I getting here? But yeah, anyway, let me get out of here. I need to go. I need to go get some sleep. All right, cool.